All right. So, first things first, I just want to say, first of all, that I'm no expert with Instagram. Okay. Instagram is something that I have dove into like full heartedly. Like, I love Instagram. So, I have been doing my best to learn as much as I can about Instagram every single day. I'll watch a different training, I will follow different people. Okay. So, one of the things you have to do is make sure that you're doing something that you love, right? Like, if Facebook's what you love, like do Facebook for a little while. And if you want to start learning something new, then you can dive into Instagram. But I really want you guys to concentrate on one thing at a time because you might start to get out or overwhelmed, and we don't ever want that. So what I want you guys to really understand is that you're not going to be perfect. Like when you first start out something, there's going to be hiccups. You're going to look at your post and be like, what the heck did I post that for? Or am I hashtagging the right things? Or I went through so many trial and errors with Instagram. It's crazy. I did Instagram a while back, you guys, like when I was, a couple years ago, I started Instagram, and then I kind of fell off when I started my like page and Facebook. And diving back into it, so much of Instagram has changed through the years, like so much. I had to relearn things. Even to this, things are changing constantly. So I feel like I'm still like learning. So I want you guys to know that I'm not perfect at this. I just really want to share what works for me. So first things first is I really wanted to dive into how to grow my followers and how to engage with people. Because yes, I could post on social media, I could hashtag, but how do I really get in there and create meaningful relationships on Instagram with new people? And it's kind of like Facebook, but a little different. So what I want to start with is just, telling you to just be open to new things, okay? It's scary getting out there and doing something that you're not familiar with. Like I was scared to death to do Instagram stories. It petrified me. Hold on a second. I'm going to mute everybody before I forget. Okay, mute.
I don't know.
Okay. So yeah, Instagram stories freaks me out. And I see so many of you starting, and it's so awesome because you're learning from other people, and it's really cool to see. I watch these new coaches start their Instagram stories, and I'm just blown away. I mean, there's a brand new coach on here, I think, that's under Megan, and I watch her stories, and I'm following her. Like I'm like learning stuff from her. So it's really cool, you guys. We have this community of coaches to learn from. So I want to make sure that you guys follow coaches and watch what they're doing. Follow those top coaches. Go to that top 25 list on, social, on Facebook and Team Beachbody. Those people are the people that I followed on Facebook from day one, and now I'm following on Instagram. And some of the ones that I follow really quickly before I get into the information, the ones that I really like to follow are Jatana Jackson. I'm going to share some of her slides tonight that she shared at I think it was Toronto Super Saturday, and I was not there, but Heather Archer, she shared it with me, and I was very grateful to have those slides because they have taught me a lot. So I'll share them with you guys. I did share them on the team page, but I know some things kind of slide past in the team page, so I'm going to review those again. All right, here's who I follow. So Jatana Jackson is one of them. Michelle File rocks at Instagram. I follow her too. Look, she's up at my top 2 here. Haley Christian, okay, she has awesome Instagram trainings. Make sure you are watching trainings. Go to YouTube, search Instagram trainings. Angie Belmar, let's see, Crystal Courier. She's a new one that I have just been following. She is not me, right? She's not my niche. She's not someone that I could really relate to, but you can learn a lot of things. Even if you look at someone's Instagram and you're like, oh, I'm totally not like that person. Like, I'm not going to dance around my kitchen like Jatana. Like, I don't know about you guys. It works for her. Like, she's great, but it would probably look fake for me. If I'm sitting there making my shake and I'm dancing around, like, it's just not me, right? So you have to be yourself, okay? And find something that you love to do and that people will relate to with you, and that's fun, Who else? Crystal Courier. I'll share with you guys her pictures. She has a whole, like, if you go to her page, her pictures all gel and they look pink. I'm going to share hers later. Bonnie Engel, and these are just some top coaches, right? Ashley Smith, I already said, Barbie Kalev, Andrea Crowder, and those are just to name a few. Okay, so those are some of the few of the coaches that I do follow just to get inspiration, right? Not to copy their stuff word for word, but to get inspiration. So hashtags. Let's talk hashtags really quickly. I know this is so basic, but you have to think about, and I am constantly redoing my hashtags, you guys. This is something that you can redo, and I heard in a training that it's great to redo your hashtags every 2 months. Every 2 to 3 months, you should go to your hashtags and reformulate them, because you don't want too many of the same people following you all the time. You want to find a different audience. So switching things up is awesome. So what you want to think in your head when you're thinking about hashtags is, who am I trying to attract? Like, who am I trying to bring in? Who am I trying to get to know? And then who am I as a person? Like, who am I? And this is just called your interest list. So you're literally going to take a piece of paper, maybe just some like little notepad like this, and write down your interests, things that you love to do, surfing, baking, you love fashion, you love kids, you love dogs. Those are your interest lists, and you're gonna formulate, you're gonna generate your hashtags based on that list, okay? So your hashtags should all have to do with your interest list. And then you wanna make sure, you guys, that you do not use hashtags that other like coaches are using. Like if I'm following Michelle Pfeil, I'm not gonna use hashtags that she is using, okay? Because if she's using these hashtags, people are going to, go to one of us, and I wouldn't want that to happen. So make sure I don't want to use hashtags that Kristen's using or Kara's using. You want those hashtags to really be specific to you and what you love and the things that you really like to do. And then obviously I just said changing those hashtags every 2 months. And I didn't know that until I watched this. I don't remember what training it was. Maybe it was Jen Richardson. But she suggested switching up your hashtags, and I have not done that yet, but I definitely will be. It's been about 2 to 3 months since I've used my last hashtag, so I'm going to switch those up soon. And then your posts, okay? Your posts that you make on Instagram, those posts that you make, you should make about 2 to 3 a day. It used to be in the past that you should make 5 to 6 posts a day on Instagram, because that would boost your engagement on Instagram. But now it's 2 to 3 really engaging posts, like motivating, inspiring. That should be the type of post. And you want to make sure that you are posting towards your interest list. Okay, like if you are a dog lover, I should see some pictures of some dogs with you, with your dog, or some dogs on there. If you love to surf, I should see some surfing pictures on there. You have to have, and if you love fashion, I should see you, wearing some clothes and sharing your fashion sense, because that's what people are following you for. And they don't want to be like, okay, she says she loves surfing, but I don't see any pictures of her surfing. Okay, so you want to make sure that you have that going on. And then, okay, you have your hashtags formulated, you have your interest list, you've started posting on Instagram. How do you interact and engage with them? And okay, here's a number that I'm going to throw out there, and this is just me, and this is however quickly you want to grow your business. You can create the number based off of how quickly you want to grow, okay? So I like to engage with 50 people a day, okay? So I go to my hashtag list, and I pick 10 different people from each hashtag, okay? If you go on Instagram, you can search just the hashtag word, okay? Let's say I'm gonna search one of my hashtags, doodle lover or doodlegram, okay? I'll go search that, and I will find 10 people that I think match my niche, and I will engage with them. I will go to their first 3 pictures, and I will like and comment on their pictures, and I will follow them, okay? So that's what I do to kind of boost that engagement, to, have that conversation with them. Eventually, they will come and follow me because they see that I've, engaged with them, I've liked their post. I'm not just commenting on their post, I'm actually reading their post, okay? You wanna make sure that you read the things that they're saying so that you can respond to something that they put in that post. So it's not generic. So it's really, really you trying to get to know them, okay? So follow, like, comment on their first 3 posts. Make sure you read their captions so that it can be really, based off of what they're saying. Posts aren't enough, you guys. Just posts in general are not gonna be enough for you to grow your business on Instagram. They're kind of like shooting a Hail Mary, right? Like you're gonna take this post and you're gonna shoot it out to this whole big Instagram following, and it's only gonna land with maybe 10, 20% of Instagram, right? So you're not sure what people are going to see that. And that's why you have to make sure that, you have 90% more of a chance of them coming to your page because you went to theirs and you engaged on their page, okay? They're gonna follow you back because they see that you've liked 3 of their pictures and you've commented on 3 of their things. it is a lot of behind the scenes work, you guys. I'm not going to, sugarcoat that. It is a lot of behind the scenes work. I heard in a training that Jen Richardson used to, when she was trying to grow her following, she used to, what was it? I wrote it down. She used to do 2 hours a day, just doing that, going to people's hashtags and liking, commenting, and following. Okay. She went, when she first started Instagram, to having, I think in 2014, she had 150 followers. And in 2017, she had 22,000. Okay. So she spent a couple years of her business, 2 hours a day. She doesn't do 2 hours a day anymore, but 2 hours a day, she would do that, what I just told you, every single day, being consistent with it. Okay. That doesn't mean one day I'm going to sit there on my phone and I'm going to do that for an hour. And then the next day I'm not going to do it. And then I'm going to do it again. It's consistency too, right? In this business, it's really, really important. But here's the thing, you guys, you might not have 2 hours a day. I totally get that. Like I probably wouldn't do it for 2 hours a day. I might do a half an hour to an hour a day doing that. Okay. That's what I do. But if you have the time and you really want to grow quicker, you can talk to more people each day. Okay. But you have to, really base it on your goals. Like how quickly do you want to grow the business? How many people do you want to reach each day? And base your numbers on that. So there's this thing called comment pods too. And I just learned this like yesterday watching another training. And I'm going to actually talk to the people in I have a PS Coach chat thread. Okay. You can do this. Hopefully you guys are in a chat thread. Okay. Whether it's on Team Fitnique or Team Swoobs or whatever team you're on, you're in a chat thread. You guys can get together. And if you know you're going to post something like a CTA, like a call to action, or a really like inspiring, motivating post that you know will reach a lot of people, and that first 15 minutes that your post goes live, you should all say, hey, you know what? I'm about to go live. I'm about to post this post on my Instagram in like 15 minutes. Can you guys all go in and like and comment? Okay. That will boost your engagement. That will like have it. Instagram will essentially just say, I'm going to shoot this post out to more people with your hashtag, because more people are liking it in that's the vital time in Instagram, is that first 15 minutes to 30 minutes on your post. Okay. So you can go to anyone. If you have a success partner, if you have, just people in your pods, if you have friends and family that you would like to comment and post, anybody can do it. You just have to be on that within the first 15 to 30 minutes. Okay. So that's something I'm going to start doing. I think that would be awesome. I actually heard that in a training I watched today. Okay. So then you can also interact with people watching your stories. I'm going to talk about stories. I'm going to share the slides in a minute. But if you haven't dove into Instagram stories, make sure you do. Okay, this is a great way to reach people. It's a great way for people to get to know you and your life. And it's really little snapshots of your life. Okay, this was something I really had to break out of my comfort zone for. Even just going live on Facebook was crazy scary to me, but sharing my life on Instagram stories was a big step for me. But now I absolutely love it. I absolutely love it, because the more consistent I am with it, the more I learn, the more it becomes comfortable. Every day that I go live and I start talking on there, it's just more comfortable. And I start to see, the more consistent I am with it, I start to see more people commenting on my stories, right? More people are commenting on my posts because they're watching my stories. So it's super important to be consistent with your stories, and then interact with the people who are watching your stories. Okay, if you guys post your story, let me just show you real quick. Show you my story. This is going to be kind of an interactive call. And if you guys ever have a question, please unmute yourself and ask away. But I'm going to share really quickly. All right. So here's my story. Okay. I have 235 people that watch this story here. I was just posting some 7-day results. Okay. Can you guys see that? Okay. So down here is seen by. Okay. So seen by. These are all the people that have seen that post. They've watched my story, and they pretty much stay consistent through my whole story, through all my feed here. Okay, so that's a lot of people, right? That's like, I think that one was 221 people. Those are people that you can click on their name, and I will spend probably 20 minutes doing this every day. I will go in here, and if it's not a coach, right, you're gonna have a lot of coaches watching your stories to learn or just to watch you. So if I find someone that's not a coach or one of my challengers, it's someone new, I will go on here and I'll go to their page and I'll do the same thing. I'll comment on their first 3 pictures, and then I'll shoot them a message and just say, hey girl, I noticed you watching my story. Are you a coach too? Or are you on a health and fitness journey too? Or if I notice something in their feed, okay, this person, I have to follow her back, right? So I have to click follow back. So now I just requested to follow her because her page is private. But if I go to her page when she accepts and I see a picture of something that we have in common or something that maybe I like her dress that she's wearing and I want to ask her where she got that dress, you know, hey, I noticed you watching my story. It's so awesome to have you following. I also saw that dress you were wearing in your picture. Where'd you get it from? I absolutely love it. I need a dress to go to my next event, right? So you're just starting the conversation rolling. Okay, so that's what I do with Instagram stories. You can also screenshot, if you don't want to go name by name, you can also take little screenshots of each like section of names and go to your phone and just type it in Instagram. I just find it's quicker just to click on their names from here. Spend like 20 minutes in there. So that's interacting on stories. Okay, and then really quickly, I want to touch on quality of pictures because this is something that I have had to really play around with. I'm not the best photographer, right? We have Devin on here. She's a professional photographer. I hope she has some awesome Instagram pictures because she's a pro at that. But I'm no pro. I'm no expert. So I really have to work at it. And here's the thing, though. I'm committed to making my pictures stand out, okay? That means making sure they're clear and not blurry, okay? If you go into a bookstore, you guys, if you go into a bookstore, what's going to make you pick out a book? Think about it for a second. Is it the words on the inside? Is it the words on the front? It's the cover on the book. It's just, if it stands out, if it's bright and it's colorful and it's clear and it's engaging, you're going to want to pick that book. So it's the same thing with your Instagram feed and your Instagram pictures. They have to kind of really blend together and be clear and bright. There are some coaches that different things work for them. Like that Crystal Courier, I'll show you really quickly. Her pictures all have like a pink unicorn cotton candy type effect to them. And it works for her because they all match. She found a filter that works for her and she uses it on every single picture. Okay, so let me show you her real quick. Now I follow her and I am nothing like her. Like I'm just not. There are people that I follow that are nothing like me, but it doesn't mean that you can't gain something from the things that they're sharing and the things that they're posting. Okay, my wording is not going to be like hers. I don't speak like her, but you can always learn something from people even if they are not like you. Okay, so hopefully you guys can see this. If I can clear out of here. Give me 1 second. All right. Okay, so look at her pictures. They are all like a very whitish, pinkish hue. Okay, if you scroll down, it all blends together. It all just looks like cotton candy or unicorny, right? And she hashtags unicorn, like she loves unicorns. So it really, really works for her, right? Like, oh my God, my daughter loves this page because she looks at her pictures and is like, oh my God, so cool, right? It's awesome. But that is so her, right? And then I'm gonna show you Barbie Caleb, okay? Barbie, darker pictures work for her, okay? So where is she? Caleb. Okay, so she wears black a lot, right? So she's got a lot of darker images and it just really, really works for her because she stays consistent with it. It all blends, okay? All right, mine, I go with more of a bright, I love bright colors. So I have a blue room in my workout room. It's very blue and I use a filter that makes it pop. The blue pops even better. I've had to play around with lighting because sometimes I work out so early in the morning, the sun's not coming in. I'm actually ordering another one of, if you guys look around here, I've got this light up here, right? This is that circle light. I forget what these are called, but I will definitely put it in the chat when I find it or on the recording. But I'm gonna get another one of those for the workout room. Or, I mean, Brian is even thinking about putting recessed lighting in our ceiling. Like, that's how much, right, when you're committed to making your business work, you wanna make sure that the lighting is right. Or go outside, right? If you don't have good lighting, go outside. But I'll show you mine real quick. And like I said, I've had to play with my feed. And you can see today I had a better light in there. So you can see my video is brighter than, like this is the color I'm going for, right? Like this bright popping color. And this video right here is dark as all get out. And that's when we were trying to figure out why we need to fix that lighting in that room. So, but yeah, you can see a lot of bright yellows, bright blues. It's just a lot of bright colors. So And finding the right filter is really important too. Like you want to find a filter that you can stick to, even if it's a combination of two different filters. I use a combo of, I think I use Snapseed and I use the Pop on Snapseed. And then Snapseed is an app that you guys should write down. It's amazing. And then the other app I go to is PicTapGo. So after I make the color Pop in Snapseed, I go to PicTapGo and then I lighten it up even more in PicTapGo. So they're similar apps, but I just found the right combo with the two apps, so I use both apps. But you can find two filters that go well in one app. It's totally okay, whatever the combo is that works for you. All right, but just really think about, are your pictures clear? Are they crisp? Are they bright? Make sure they're not blurry or dark. Do you have good lighting? Make sure that you fix all that, because that's really, really important. Instagram is literally like just a picture feed. People don't go there to read the words right away. They're drawn in by your pictures. So if they go to your feed or they go to your page and they just see a bunch of dark, blurry stuff, they're probably gonna head in the other direction, okay? So, but find what works for you, okay? Also, I was really, really struggling with how to get people from Instagram into like a type of funnel system, okay? And I think it was about a couple weeks ago, I watched a training and she talked about her funnel system. And this is what I'm trying to adapt now. I've actually started it and it's working wonders, because I used to be, I still am. I still use a lot of paper pen to do my tracking and to do my follow-ups. But now I use something called Google Sheets. Okay, Google Sheets. It's so simple. It's not like one of those really difficult like follow-up systems that I've Teamsy or things like. Not that Teamsy is difficult. Some people love Teamsy. It just didn't work for me. But Google Sheets is very basic, and I set out my little topics. I put their name first in one section, so their Instagram name, the date I followed them, the date I followed up with them, and then a note section. And in my note section, I could have anything in that note section, but the most things I put in that note section is, and I only write in someone's note section if it's someone that I really want to work with, if it's someone I really, it's on my dream team list, or someone that I know would do amazing in a challenge group, right? Those people stand out to me. I put notes down for them. And I write down why I followed them and some of the like descriptive things that make them stand out. Okay, that way I can go there and I can remember who it was when I started following them. And then I can do a little 2-week process, which I'm gonna share with you really quick. So the 2-week process is just literally to find the people that you really, really wanna work with and make sure that you are following up with them for 2 weeks straight before you invite them to anything, okay? I still do the random cold invites, okay? Maybe some people don't, but I still do the random like, Haley Christian type, like, hey girl, are you a coach too? Or hey girl, are you on a health and fitness journey too? And then really it brings the conversation right to health and fitness. But then I have other conversations that just start based off of my hashtags, whether it's someone that loves golden doodles because I have a golden doodle and I love them, right? I run across a lot of ladies who have golden doodles and we always comment on each other's pictures. We start the relationship that way. And I have this 2-week process now that I take them through. And I guess I look at it as if you really want to work with like 10 challengers or 10 coaches a month, or if you want to work with 5 challengers or 5 coaches a month, like new coaches, or maybe you want to scale it back and 2 coaches a month and maybe 5 challengers, whatever you want to do, you have to make sure that those are the people that you are actively engaging with, okay? And those are the people that I take through my 2-week list, okay? So I send direct messages to them, not about Beachbody, okay? These are people that I'm just following based off of hashtags and our common interests. I'm not going to just blast them with fitness because they may not even be into it. They may not even have followed me for that long to know that I'm about fitness. So I'll start a conversation based off of our interests. Okay. So, and then if someone writes like a 1-word response, right? You always get that. You get a thumbs up or a heart, right? Who loves that? Thumbs up in the heart. It's just, okay, I'm moving on, right? What do I say? But if someone does that, I highlight them in yellow on my Google Sheets. Okay, so that means like they're not engaging, and I will push it a little further. Sometimes they'll be like they'll answer a question. I'm like, oh wow, where'd you get your golden doodle? And they're like, New York, and that's it. I'm like, okay, right? But then I'll be like, oh, well, he's really cute. Like, he's the same color as my dog. Does your dog jump on people when he comes in the door? Because mine is crazy and jumps all over people, right? I start to go, if they still only have a one-word response, they get the yellow. They are yellow. It just means that they're not engaging at the moment. Okay, I will still follow up with them. I will highlight someone in red only if they tell me they're not interested. I don't usually take people off the list unless they say, nope, not for me. I don't want to do home workouts. You know, I love the gym or whatever. You know, if they're not interested, no. Oh my God, I had someone the other day from Instagram messaging me saying that she doesn't want to be involved in an MLM and I'm trying to get her into an MLM. And it was like, oh my gosh, she was just rude. And I was like, red, bye. See you later. So she got a red, and then the ones that I highlight in green, right, that's go town. Like green means that they are engaging, that we have conversation going back and forth, so that when I go to my Google Sheets, I am going to them most often. Those are the ones that I know I would love to have in a challenge group. I would love to have on my team because this conversation is flowing, like things are going awesome, right? So after 2 weeks of that conversation, like going back and forth, or even if it's a little less than 2 weeks, but I feel like things are going good, then I invite them to a free group, okay? Free group. Your free group doesn't have to be fitness related, Beachbody related. Your free group could be something about your interests, okay? Your free group could be if you love, if you love cooking, it could be a crock pot group. If you love photography, it could be a photography group where you are just posting pictures or you have a picture challenge going on, right? Like that'd be cool. What are some other ones, other interests? I had some in my head, now I'm forgetting. But you guys know what I mean. It doesn't have to be like a fitness squat challenge. It doesn't have to be an ab challenge, you know, those types of things. It can be a personal development challenge, right? Like people love to join stuff like that. This way you're not shooting off this, like you have this great conversation going with them and you're not like, hey, you want to join my challenge group? Okay, it's getting them into a free group, and that's where you really build the relationship. Okay, and I could go on a whole nother call about free groups. I'm not going there right now. Now, you do run across certain things when people are not on Facebook and Instagram, right? A lot of people join Instagram because they don't like Facebook. And I have ran into that a lot where they're just not into Facebook. Maybe they're willing to create like a blank account, okay? And that's what I suggest. If people don't have a Facebook, I'm like, hey, would you mind, would you be okay opening a blank account, just to join my group, just to join the free group or to join the challenge group or to join a sneak peek, right? And sometimes they are totally willing to do that. Sometimes they're like, no, I really don't want to I'm totally against Facebook, right? So then you can communicate through email and you can go through whatever, and usually it's only one person. I've had one person that was not willing to do anything with Facebook. And I just emailed her. Like every time there was a challenge in the group, I emailed her the picture. Here's our challenge of the day, right? You can do so much through email. Also through the Challenge Tracker app, okay? I do most of my groups through Facebook, and that's just how it goes with me. That's just what I like to do. So I haven't had to do that with anyone because the email thing has worked. Okay, so does anyone have any questions so far? I'm gonna go through Jatana's slides really quick and share some of my Instagram conversations, and then I'll open it up for questions again. But if you guys have any questions right now, you can go for it. You can unmute yourself too.
Amy, I have I was using Teamsy, but it's so expensive.
Mm-hmm.
And I wonder if you don't mind sharing that Google Doc that you're doing.
Mm-hmm. Sure, I will definitely do that.
You use that to follow up with everything, not just like Instagram.
No, just
right?
Instagram. I still do Facebook on my notebook, but Instagram, I just felt like I needed something separate because I have like my Facebook notebook, and then I'll bring them eventually over to that.
Because you're concentrating.
Yeah. Or I may just create another, eventually, I just started this Google thing, so I may eventually start up another Google Sheet for Facebook, a separate one, to keep them separate, because I like to just keep them.
Sounds good.
Yeah, no problem. But I'll definitely share that. I will share that either on the team page or somewhere, for sure.
Okay, thank you.
Anybody else have any questions?
I had a quick question.
Yes.
I'm so out of the loop, I'm sorry, but what's an
Instagram? Welcome back.
My brain is full of smart things from university, but that's all I've got. What is an Instagram story versus just posting an Instagram?
Okay. So do you know like Snapchat?
Yeah,
Okay, how you can create like a story.
the same thing.
Yeah, and well, it's a little different. I'll show you really quickly where it is. So if you go to Instagram and everybody's page that you go to, like here's mine, okay? Hold on, where is it? So here's mine. See my little face up, here's my page. See the little face up here?
Yeah.
Okay, so my story starts playing.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So that's what a story is. And to create it, you just go to, go back to your home page and there's a camera button up here.
Okay.
And you can do, oh, there's me right now talking up my nose. But yeah, you can record it. You can do video. You can do still pictures. I do all my workout videos through there. Basically anything. I talk to my dog. I don't dance around my kitchen like Jatana does, but I'll like have conversations with my dog or like, that's just me, right? So yeah, so that's that. But it just takes some exploring, Devin, for sure. It definitely, go through, look at people's stories, and then try to just create some on your own. And it'll flow like as you start doing it. It just takes some time.
Okay, thanks.
Yep, no problem. All right, anybody else? And we'll have questions at the end too. I just want to make sure I get through some of these slides. And Heather shared these slides with me, and they really, really helped me. It gave me an app that I absolutely love to use in my videos now. And the app is awesome. It just kind of makes things pop more on Instagram. I'm gonna share my screen. All right, let me pull this up. Okay, I'm just using Jatana's slides, and we can just kind of talk about them a little bit. Do you guys see it? Instagram here? Yes, thumbs up. Michelle, can you give me a thumbs up? I can see you. Oh, okay, cool. All right, so this is just the title here. So Jatana is in my mastermind group. I'm in like a 5-star and above mastermind group. She's in my group. She shares a lot of stuff about Instagram and what she's doing. Some of her little secrets and her apps that she uses, because if you watch her, she has a great story. She gets a lot of her challengers, a lot of her coaches. I think pretty much she told me the majority of her Success Club points come through Instagram. So when she puts out a training, you listen. So I was so grateful to Heather for sharing this, because this is amazing. So if you haven't seen it, I gotta move the window here. Okay. All right, so these are just the things that she talks about in her training. I'm gonna move this over. Okay, so as you can see here, she has her description. Make sure you guys go to your Instagram description and have everything there that you are interested in. Like, it's gonna relate to your hashtags, right? So Jatana loves donuts, okay? So she has donut lover, cupcake obsessed, makeup lover, okay? She always puts out little like tutorials on her makeup. She's talking about how, I don't know how the girl, she wakes up with like makeup. I don't know. But she's got these crazy eyelashes. Like, her makeup is always on point. She's always sharing what new lipstick she's using or what new liner she's using. And that like gains followers. It brings people in. People watch her live videos, starts conversations, right? She's Mrs. Virginia of 2015. She talks about that. She's a motivator, beach lover. She says UK Beachbody coach mentor. Okay, so she brought in a lot of UK coaches when UK opened. Okay, and then here's one of her coaches that she always is talking about too, and this is just some descriptions that she has. Taco lover, right? Prego with number 4 shows that she's a mom of 4 little ones. Girls night addict, messy bun pro. So they're just funny, right? And they really, really do relate to you. Okay, so make sure you guys go to your little profile and make sure it's kind of looking like this, right? Like, it's laid out one line at a time. Emojis, okay, emojis are gonna look neater, they're gonna look cool, people are gonna follow it. Okay, it just kind of brings things up. All right. Okay, so don't be vanilla. Okay, so I already mentioned Hype Type. Okay, here's what the app looks like. If you're on your phone right now, you can look for Hype Type, download that app, okay? When you are looking to load your pictures or videos into Hype Type, make sure you swipe up. I think I spent like 10 minutes looking for how to find, there's no like little tab that says how to find your picture or video. You have to swipe up on the screen. Okay, just a little tip. So that's Hype Type. That will help you like put words on your pictures that really pop. It'll help you put like music to your videos and words to your videos. If you watch my stories, that's what I use in my workout videos. Hype Type is awesome. Some other app, I already said I use the Snapseed app that's on your phone. Word Swag's another one. I don't really use Word Swag much anymore, but it looks like Jatana uses it here for some of her pictures. I can't get this chat window to go away. Okay, there. All right. So yeah, she says with this Hype Type, it's free, unlimited music. Okay, so I know if you watch my stories, some of the like music I use are top hits. Okay, like I got nervous for a while because I'm like, oh my gosh, this is like top songs. Like, how am I supposed to put this on my stories and have me not get kicked off Instagram? And I really truly believe, and I think Jatana mentioned this too, that the app, it pays a royalty fee. Okay, and it only uses like a 15-second clip of that song. So it's free, unlimited music, fonts, and you have speed control too. It helps you speed up your video and slow down your video, which looks really cool. Just eye-catching. All right, so I'm gonna move down. All right, so these are just things to consider when you're on your Insta stories, okay? This is Insta stories. So hashtags, okay? You can hashtag in your Insta story. Okay, there's a little hashtag button. I will often just hashtag something that's in the picture. If I have a picture of my dog or a video of my dog, I will hashtag doodle something, like doodle lover. Okay, if I am doing a workout and it's a booty workout, I'll do booty day or booty workout, right? Or if it's a core workout, I'll do core move, core something, you know, or you can hashtag just one of your interests, okay? So you can bring people to that story. You can also tag any location, okay? You can tag the UK, you can tag pretty much anywhere. I just tag a lot of my hometown areas because I'm looking to grow more locally. So I started connecting with more local people. So in your story, you can tag it. You can like minimize it really, really teeny so that you can put it in the bottom and nobody sees it. Okay, I literally hide it on every picture and every video. If you have 10K followers or higher, you can do the swipe up feature, which is like a message me tab, swipe up. And then this added Instagram story circle. So if I tag my location of Fort Mill, South Carolina, okay? People in Fort Mill, South Carolina, I will show up in their story. Okay, so I will notice that I have story followers just because I hashtag Fort Mill. Fort Mill. Did someone raise? I have someone raising their hand. I've never had that happen before. Kristen, did you have a question? Maybe she accidentally raised her hand. All right, Kristen, if you have a question, feel free to unmute yourself. All right. Okay.
Oh, no, I was just saying Becky was asking who has an Android, and I do, because I had a problem downloading the Hype Type. So I was wondering if she had a problem with that too. Like, it wasn't, I don't know if it was like a real icon or website, or if it was just like a made up one, and I think I got like a virus from it.
Oh no. Okay, so Hype Type is not on Android?
Yeah, I couldn't get Hype Type to work either.
Okay. Maybe it is just an iPhone app. That stinks.
I have an Android and I just found it.
Did you try downloading it?
I downloaded it, but it didn't work. Like, it just kept showing, like, it looked like it was like made from somebody. Like, somebody made it as like an app to.
Like a fake app or something?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Weird. I didn't know that. That's interesting. So let us know, Michelle, if you get that downloaded.
Amy, can you show us
edit your
like the little icon thing?
The Hype Type? It's this one, right? If you can kind of see it, let me see. I have it in a file here, but it's this one. Can you see it? It's the purple one with yellow writing.
Yes. Okay. Yeah, I'm seeing that on my phone.
Okay. They said when she downloaded it, it wasn't working. So I don't know. Check it out. Let us know in the chat thread if you got it to work. So, but I guess, just search maybe Google like video, things to add text and music to video on Android. Maybe there'll be some different apps there. So I'm not sure. But thank you for making us aware, Kristen.
Yeah, no problem.
Okay. All right. And then you can also, I just started doing this too. My kids love watching. My kids like literally watch my stories at night, every night. Like, they're like, can we do like filters and videos? And they're always at the end of my stories pretty much every night. Hold your finger on the screen. If you place an emoji, you can find an emoji in the emoji stickers section, And if you press it and hold on the screen, it'll hold it on that area. So if you're like right here in this picture, like Jatana has the microphone held on her, if she moves, that microphone emoji stays with her. It's pretty cool. So when Jack was on my screen working out with me and he was doing something silly, I put a laughing sticker on him and it moved like right along with him. It was really cute. So just a little added thing there. All right. Okay, so curiosity marketing, Shailene Johnson talks about this all the time. Obviously, I always talk about it too. You don't want to ever talk about Shakeology or 21 Day Fix or Shift Shop or 80-Day Obsession. I don't ever really say the workout. I will say booty and ab workout. I'll say, high interval workout, like things like that. You don't want to really superfood shake. When you're talking about your Energize, people use a lot of different names for Energize, right? Mama, Go-Go Juice, like Mama's Crack. I don't know, like a lot of different names for Energize. So just use whatever works for you, but just don't name the name, okay? So when you know the conversation in your customer's head, you've won, okay? So you always want to, in your Instagram stories, be combating those objections, right? Like, what do people always come to you about? Like, okay, this is really expensive, or I don't have time to work out. I will always share if I do a 30-minute workout, I'll be like, oh, 30 minutes, I'm done, that's it, right? You can share that, put it in your text on your story. Be creative, have fun, have 5 major themes that you are posting about on Instagram. Okay, you don't want to be posting about too many things or too little things or just the same 2 things. You don't want to be just all workouts all day long. You don't want to be just all Shakeology shaking all day long. You want to have 5 different things that you're rotating around, okay? So mine are always kids, cheer, soccer mom, fitness, my nutrition, and there's one more, and my dog. So I always rotate those things around. I always make it a point to really talk before my workouts to kind of just share, my motivation for the day or what's really getting me through today. And I'm always sharing our little accountability group that we have, our little live workouts we have at 8:30. I know Michelle does the same with her story. Megan does the same. It really shows the accountability factor that a lot of people will combat that objection of, I don't have the motivation. I don't have anybody pushing me. But if I do my workouts all on my stories and then I end with it with a screenshot or a video of all the ladies working out together and the fact that that was the thing that pushed me to get through. Like if you watch my story today, I do all my workouts and then at the very end, I played like the Rise Up song and it shows all of our faces working out together. And like, that's just powerful, right? They're like, oh wow, like that'd be cool to work out with a group of people. Like it's really pretty neat. So learn all these new features. Like Instagram will also have a little circle that pops up along with the faces at the very top. I'll show you real quick. So along with these faces at the top, there'll be like an Instagram face. Every once in a while, it'll say new feature on Instagram. There is not one right now, but when there is a new feature on Instagram, I always click it because you always want to know what that new feature is so that you have, the up and coming things that will make your stories really pop. And just share little pieces of your day. I know it can be hard, you guys, and it can be intimidating to kind of get out there and share your life with people, but I don't share like personal things. I just share little fun things throughout my day. Like if I have 10 kids in the house because all our neighbors are here, like I will share that. Like, oh my God, look how crazy my house is right now. It's just crazy. It just shows you that people love coming to your house because maybe you rock as a mom because you have the whole neighborhood coming to your house, So it just shows part of your personality. All right, so those are just some pictures. We're gonna start moving along here. All right, when you know the conversation, I've already said that. Okay, product names, don't do product names. Don't get too off topic, right? You wanna stay with your hashtag type posts, okay? Don't do poor stickers. Jatana showed, don't use the top stickers that are very top. Don't do a lot of, you want this type of thing on the right and this type of thing on the left here, but what does she share not to do? Maybe I missed that one. No, but she just shares not, these right here. Don't do these ones, right? Like these ones that they share at the top of your stickers. Just do the other ones. All right. So Jatana is amazing at laying out a plan for her coaches, for her team, for how to kind of market and post about, things on your stories. And every day, she focuses on something different. Like Thursday would be workout, workout convenience, the convenience of working out at home, talking about maybe it's snowing outside. And today, you're so thankful you don't have to go outside and clear your car off and get in a cold car to go to the gym. Okay. accountability right there, or workout convenience right there. Accountability can be the next one, right? Like I said, share your little accountability live workout group or your accountability in your challenge group, right? You can literally scroll through, you guys, turn your stories around, like turn your camera around and show yourself scrolling through like your challenge group. Okay. Be like, oh, look at all the posts my challengers shared today. Like, this is so cool, right? Really cool. You can share products, energize. Don't say the name, but share how it's making you like super energized to do your workout. Like, you can wake up and do a story and be like, oh my God, I'm so tired today, but I just drank my, whatever you call your energize, and I'm ready to go. And then you can show yourself all pepped up and ready for your workout. Shakeology. Some of the other ones she has here are CTAs. She's always doing like a CTA and always leading up to that CTA. Really, really pumped about it and really leading up to it. Beachbody On Demand, you can literally share, turn your camera on and share Beachbody On Demand and what that looks like. Meal plans, community, success, live CTA, self-care, and kickoff. So these are just some ideas of things you can share. Okay. All right, how to effectively share a product here. She calls it mom crack. I knew I heard crack from somewhere. So this is her mom crack. She just shares like how exhausted and like tired she looks, right? And then story number 2 is that she's like shaking up her energize, and then she's like ready to slay her workout, and then she's dancing around in her workout room. Okay, so it shows what energize does for you. Okay. Okay, and then you share the accountability factor, right? Like, oh my gosh, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, it's 5:45 in the morning, I gotta wake up. And then shows her accountability group here in the background. And there's her 26 ladies, right? Finishing 2017 strong, okay? All right, and then the call to action section is really important, and that's the last part of this. So your call to action has to create curiosity, you guys. Have to have different slides, right, to announce it. And tell people when you're gonna be announcing your next CTA or your next big group. Hey, I have a big announcement coming. Maybe it's Sunday night, you have an announcement coming. You're gonna prelude that like the morning before or the night before. Sunday morning, you could say, hey, I have a huge announcement tonight. Stay tuned, on my Insta story. And then the next pictures could look something like this. Obviously not exactly like this, but I've seen other coaches on our team do amazing posts like this. But just post the things that they get, like a nice picture of you with a plain background, and then you can add the wording, okay? So you can add fitness, nutrition, accountability, support, coach, okay? And then she has a swipe up feature, so she can do swipe up to message me. She's sharing that she's giving away prizes in her group. And then limited spaces. She's creating that urgency for people to really get to her. Okay, and then she shares every time someone says they're ready to go. She literally told me she has this on her notes in her phone. Okay, so on her notes on her phone, she'll screenshot her notes and just write, this is the name of her challenge, and she'll do 1 through 10. And every time someone commits, she'll share that on her screen on Insta stories and just say, oh my gosh, 2 spots already taken, right? Or, okay, now there's 4 people here. There's only 6 spots left. Hurry, right? Sense of urgency. She's so excited, right? Here's some of her posts. And then she always shares, like if someone says in her Instagram messages that they're ready to go, she'll screenshot it and put it on her Insta story. Like, look, this girl's ready to go. She's ready to go. Oh my gosh, cool. So it's really awesome how she's leading up to that. Okay, so live out loud on social media, be relatable, help followers understand how you can help them. Remember, I always talk about jab, jab, hook. Okay, you have to have the jabs, and then that right hook is that CTA. Okay, and what she does, and I've started doing, when you post a CTA, shout it out in your Insta story, and then do what she did here. Do a screenshot of your Insta story, cover it with a sticker, and be like, hey guys, you want to check out this post? Because they're in your Insta story, they're not on your feed right now. Hey, go to my feed and go check out my post. Okay, that's getting them there to your post and to your page. Okay, so the last screen just says, don't be vanilla, be yourself on Instagram, be you, be creative, have fun, and be follow worthy. And then I just made a couple screens here. This is not Jatana's anymore, this is mine, but I just want to share some of my conversations that ended up with like a challenge pack purchase or someone getting into a coaching sneak peek. All right, so it's really important, building relationships, hashtagging common interests, searching those hashtags, liking and commenting on their pics, and messaging them. Okay, that's basic. I already talked about that. And then InstaZood. Okay, Brian has shared about InstaZood. We hooked up InstaZood on our Instagram. Okay, so look up www.instazood.net. This sends out automated messages to your followers and to people who like your posts. Okay, this is just a generic message, and I'll show it in a message below here. And there's also a training on it that Brian did on my YouTube channel that you guys can check out. But you guys, this has saved me so much. Like, this InstaZood messages people all day long for me, and then I just have to respond to their messages. And it can get so crazy sometimes that I am backed up. Like, right now, I think I have like 20 messages to answer after I get off this call, because they start flowing in and people do answer the message. It's this short, simple message, and I'll share it here. Okay. This is the InstaZood message, okay? This was not me, okay? This is just how we set up our InstaZood message. It's just doing their name, their Instagram name, because sometimes you don't know their real name. So you're saying, hey, so-and-so, thanks for the love of my page. What's up, girl? And sometimes you'll get men. Like, men will, I've set it to girl, but for some reason, men still answer it and are like, I'm a dude. Like, you need to fix your settings. I'm like, okay. But I just ignore them and move on. But what's up, girl? Are you on a fitness journey too? Or I think I've switched it to, are you on a health and fitness journey too? Okay, so look at these people answer. Like, I rarely have people not answer, but hey, yes, I am. I need to lose about 20 pounds. I run around all day and often skip meals. Like, look how much she shared in just this simple message. Thanks for the message. Okay, so I didn't post my response here, but you can respond like just saying, oh my gosh, I can so relate. And I think this is how I responded to this. I often skip meals too, because I get so busy working that, you know, I share my story of how I was in the past, and then how 21 Day Fix meal plan had really saved me because it put me on a schedule, or how this new 80-day program I'm doing, the meal plan has me on timed nutrition. So it literally tells me when and what to eat. So like, how perfect is that message that you can really start sharing with them right away? And I still ask questions, you know, I'm like, oh, so like, do you work a lot? You know, do you have a job that's demanding? You know, what has you running around all day? There's a lot of things you can ask them from just a short little message like this. Okay. All right. So this one was just someone who had watched one of my stories. Hey, Fit Mom Amy. It's funny, she couldn't just call me Amy. Hey, Fit Mom Amy, I can relate. I need to do something for me. What do I do to start? Like, hello. I was like, whoa. Okay. And this girl is in the process of, I just sent her a link. Okay. This was just a recent conversation. Hey, Alex, how are you? Thanks for reaching out. So tell me a little about yourself. So I didn't go into just talking about a challenge group, because I don't know right now what she's exactly interested in looking for, or what her goals are. I really want to get to know that person before I start, banging out what she needs to do to start. So tell me a little about yourself and your goals so I can help you find the right program for you. Okay, so that's just, I don't know what program she's interested in, probably the 80-day one, and it did turn out to be the 80-day one. But she just messaged me from a post that she saw on my feed. Okay, so okay, what is this one? Okay, this is another one, that InstaZood message. Hey, thanks for loving my page. What's up, girl? Are you on a health and fitness journey too? And then this one said, I need to find motivation, heading for 46 years old and at my highest weight ever. Okay. So I had responded to her, but in the meantime, before I responded to her, she was already commenting on my stories that day. So, oh my gosh, your dog is tired just watching you work out. And then she said, that's a boy for you. And I'm like, yep, that's my boy. And then the conversation kind of turned around to how, why she needed to lose weight and how she had gotten older and things weren't, moving as quickly as they used to. So she also had commented on one of my posts. So that's how things can progress, you guys. People can watch your story, look at your post, and then they start messaging you. Okay, so that's when you can really start to dive into what your group is all about. And this one was back when I had Holiday Hustle going on. So this was my holiday group. But I share a lot about what my group is, and I don't know what happened. I think I messed up here with the Insta stories or something with this black mark, or just with Canva or something. So this Holiday Hustle group will take place in a closed Facebook group where you'll be doing a Beachbody workout each day, following a meal plan, and replacing one meal a day with Shakeology. There'll also be fun challenges to help keep you accountable and motivated, as well as help you earn points towards a prize at the end. The ladies also share progress pics and learn things like prepping food, to getting the most out of the 30-day challenge. We'll also be tracking our workouts and shakes in a cool free tracker app on your phone, and doing some new things I've been doing in my groups. And then I chat more about what we do in our challenge groups. And this was one of my longer posts, but this is after we'd already engaged quite a bit. And then she says, I have containers for 21 Day Fix. Is that what meal plan you're using for the meal plan? And then I said, most people are using 21 Day Fix. And then she says, I have the DVDs. I was doing Shakeology, but found a protein powder. Okay, ooh, objection. And that's a price objection, right? So then I go into, have you tried the workouts? Do you have the meal plan in containers? As far as the protein powder, Shakeology is more than just a protein shake. It's actually a meal replacement loaded with superfoods, blah, blah, blah. Protein shakes don't really replace a meal. They're more for after workouts. And then I talk about why I love Shakeology and why it is, $4 for a meal. So I really just dive into the fact that I felt it's worth it because it's really helped me. And then this actually did turn to a challenge pack because she said, okay, so Beachbody On Demand, can you use a Chromecast stick? So she started talking about Beachbody On Demand. And then I'm not gonna share any more, but she went into talking about that. I told her that she could join our live workouts. I told her that we have a challenge group starting, and she has not started 80 Day Obsession, but she's going to start 21 Day Fix, and she is getting Shakeology with the Beachbody On Demand. So that's how our conversation kind of flowed in that respect. But they're always different. I didn't share any conversations on here from my hashtags because, let me open this back up here. Stop my share. Sorry, I just gotta stop the share. Okay. So my conversations look a lot different when they are just related to the interests or the hashtags, rather than, if they're watching my story and they're interested in joining my group or they're interested in a challenge, that can be a little different. So I'm going to open it up for you guys now. If you guys have any questions, I know that was a lot of information thrown your way.
I do have a question.
Sure.
Hi, Amy. Nice to meet you. I'm Robin.
Hi, you too.
Okay, so I am obviously enjoying the story part. My only struggle I'm finding is like the follow through and really grabbing them. Like they ask me so many questions and I give a lot of information. So Megan was telling me to kind of like back off a bit, just give a little bit of time. But I'm still kind of just popping in here and there, but not really committing. So I don't know if you have any tips on like just kind of a few words I can kind of to get them locked in.
Oh gosh, I kind of just lead with, or do you find that they're more interested in like a challenge group, or how is the conversation flowing? Like, how do they, what are you talking about when it kind of goes stale?
So basically they'll open up, explain to me their issues, and then it always comes down to money, where I'm always, explaining, 160 for the whole year, and then I get into the Shakeology, and then I usually, sign up as a discount coach for the discount. So for me, it's the money that people are stopping.
Okay. So are you offering a free group at any point in those conversations or not yet?
I just started, or we are with Megan and Michelle, so that's going to be my first one. No bites yet, but I'm going to probably spend some more time with that. So you think a free group is what's going to kind of...
I think that people kind of open up a little more with that. And if you have a common interest with them and they're, you're talking about that common interest, and then you kind of just lay out some kind of, I don't know what free group you have going on right now, but sometimes mine are really personal development related. So it really touches on a lot of the things that we're talking about, like self-confidence. And I have like a book that we're reading in our free group called, one of the self-confidence books that have helped me, one of the many books. So that draws them in because they're like, oh my gosh, yeah, I so need to find time to read and to really find something that helps me to be more self-confident.
Okay, I'm gonna work on that then. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Finding something that you love because you really want your groups to be tailored to something that you absolutely love, because then you'll love to share it. And if you're really connecting with the right people on Instagram, they'll love it too. So
good advice. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Anybody else?
So Amy, just to make sure, all these conversations that you're having is through Instagram.
Instagram, did you say?
Yeah.
Yes, yep. And a lot of them start just from that simple InstaZoom message that Brian, started for us.
Got it. And the only way to message people is through the actual Instagram through the app? There's no like
Yeah,
somewhere where
here's
we
the-
can like,
I cannot wait. I hope
Yeah.
Instagram one day has a voice message feature because I love Facebook
Oh,
voice
okay.
message feature. Like
So-
I use that on the daily, so it kills me to have
Okay.
to like type out
So
on
it's-
Instagram all the time. So
okay,
wait,
so it's through the app.
yeah, it's through the app. What's Sarah
Okay.
saying? I'm gonna look at the chat here real quick. You want to unmute yourself, Sarah? I wasn't sure. I didn't see her. I think I passed it. Where's the chat?
Sure. I have a Chromebook and it's like a little laptop, but it's more like tablet, so I can download the Instagram app and I can message people on it. So it's like I'm typing on my keyboard, and it's much easier for me.
Really, I would love that. You said a Chromebook?
Okay, it was like $90 on Amazon.
Okay. Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah.
That's cool. I may have to look into that because, I feel like I can type so much faster on my computer than I can, on my phone. So that'd be awesome. Thanks for sharing. Cool. All right. Anybody else have any questions?
Hi, I don't know if you can hear me. Kind of
Are you
new
on
to
the
this.
phone?
So my question is, I'm brand new to Instagram, and I just don't know really anything about it. When I do a video for my story, is that a live video, or can you delete it or do you upload it? I'm just not really sure how it works.
Oh, you can. Oh, so no, it's not live. Like I've canceled out so many. Like I'll do videos before my workout, I'll talking, and if I mess it up, you can just click the X button and it's gone. You
Okay.
can start over. It's not like live. You can go live on Instagram, but if you're just doing an Insta story, you can delete it if you don't like it. You can start over.
Yeah, usually my kids will interrupt or something.
Those make the best videos.
My other question is so if you're doing an Insta story and you're going to share like bits and clips of your day, does it load at the end of the day, or does it just like
it loads live time? So like if I were to post my snack at 3 o'clock, it'll load at 3 o'clock, and then after 24 hours, that story will be gone.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
I have a question about the videos. I have a hard time getting it to flow because I know I only have so many seconds, and then I stumble over my words and get all messed up. And then I watched Jatana and Michelle, and like they're talking without their hands. Like, are they taking they're talking with their hands, so they're like not holding the button on the phone. Are they making a video and then uploading that and like just timing it, or I'm not sure how they do that.
I'm trying to think.
There's a hands-free feature.
Yeah, there's a hands-free feature. That's what I use, and it gives you like if you hold down the button, it'll give you 3 seconds to start, and it'll start on its own. That's what I use for my workout videos too, Laura, because I don't like to have everybody see me running to my spot to do my workout move. So I'll press slide over to the hands-free function and face it towards you, and then hold the button down for a couple seconds, and it'll give you 3 seconds to start, and then you can have your hands free. Yeah. Sorry.
I've been making
how that worked. Yep.
Okay. Well, that might save on time.
Yes. Who's that?
Amy, this is Becky. What do you use? Hi. What do you use to mash up several videos together to make one long video, but it's different workouts all together?
Yeah, you can do iMovie.
Oh, see,
I have
an Android.
Oh, Android.
Yeah, and so all of these that I look into don't seem to work. And so I've been trying these different ones like I think it's Video Maker or something, and they just don't let you edit all together. So I don't know, maybe
Does
somebody
anybody have an Android that's able to do that?
I do.
Yeah.
I have an app. I use video.
Sorry, what's that, Amy?
I use an app called Video Shop.
Video Shop. Okay.
Yeah. It's a little orange app with a white camera on it.
Right.
It works really well.
And it lets you like you video it like on your camera, on your phone, and then you can upload into one.
Yeah. You can change the speed on it. You can add music. You can do everything with iPhone.
Okay.
Text to it. It's great.
Awesome. Thank you.
Did someone else have a suggestion too for that?
I do. Yeah. Becky, I use Viva Video and I love it.
Viva. I've used that too. I think that's on iPhone too. Viva, V-I-V-A. Did you get that, Becky?
Yes.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I think I just need to try it again because some of these, when I tried initially like a while back, it's like it didn't load properly or something. Maybe I didn't have enough storage. And so I just need to go back and try them again because I just haven't for a while. And I find I spend so much time trying to upload a video and edit it. So,
yeah. I mean,
gotta learn the tricks of the trade.
It takes a while just to learn anything. Like it still takes me time to do Hype Type now on my phone. Like I'll sit there after my workout and spend 20 minutes just uploading my videos into Hype Type to get the music and words on them. But I think it's so worth it because it separates your videos from other people's that just look different, right?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I love your Hype Type ones.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, Veronica? Yeah.
A question about that. So when you do the Hype Type, you use all the Instagram
Videos.
Instagram stories.
Mhm.
You go to iMovie, you put them all together, and then you go to Hype Type.
You can do that. I haven't blended all my videos together. Michelle uses it. I think she uses a different app, and I've asked her, but I'm not sure if she uses a different one than iMovie, but she mashes hers up together. She slows them down, speeds them up.
And then,
but I don't know if it's iMovie. But when I blend mine together, I use them on iMovie, and then I put it into Hype Type, and then put the words on it. But you don't have to. If you watch my stories, mine are all pieced separately. Mine are like all separately Hype Type videos, like one move, then the next move, then the next move. I usually do like 3 or 4 moves out of the workout, and then finish it up.
So my confusion is because I love how the Hype Type makes it all like looks really good. But so when you're doing your Insta stories, you're automatically like putting them in, right? Like onto Insta stories. So then you go back to Hype Type. So that's my thing. Do you make the Insta stories?
No.
And save it, but not.
I don't put it into Instagram right away. Like when I take that video during our workout, Veronica, like in the morning, I save it. And then after my workout, upload it into Hype Type.
That's why I was.
You're like, that's a lot of work.
Okay. Yeah, I was like, what? Okay, got it. Okay.
No problem. No, that's a lot easier. You don't want to have to do that. Awesome. All right. Any other questions? All right. If so, I'm going to post this recording. You guys can always ask questions tomorrow when I post it under the recording in the team page. But we're over an hour here, but I'm glad, we got everything done. All the information is out. If you guys have any questions, don't hesitate to ask. It was so good to meet some of you guys for the first time. Robin, you are rocking it. I love watching your stories. Keep it up. All of you guys are doing great. So yeah, get out there and don't be afraid to learn new things, you guys. And I know it's scary. I know some things are scary to do when it's new, but confronting your fears is the only way that we're going to grow, and you guys can do this. So have a fantastic night, you guys. It was so great to see you all. Bye, guys.
Bye, Amy.
Bye.